Cary, can you feel the hype? We got top 8 action. We got Ray versus Boba. I swear this happened in a movie somewhere. Are you guys ready? I know I'm ready. I'm going to double check, make sure a couple things are good to go in the event. Yeah, looks like we're ready. Party time. Let's do it. Hello, everyone. My name's Dio Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from the top 8 of the Concord Galactic Championship Qualifier. Let's go. I'm excited. If you haven't bet yet, I would suggest doing it ASAP because these guys are going to get in it really quickly. For all of the Galactic Championship qualifiers, we have teamed up with different content creators from around the community, and this round is a community team up with the Fearless Gundarks. How's it going, gentlemen?
Fantastic.
Excellent. Good match last game, and I'm happy to see Resistance this time. So, hype.
Yeah, Nobby, I believe we saw you yesterday playing 5 A-Wings, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah, I love the A-Wings. Shipping the game. Fight me.
I won't. I agree with you. All right, so let's go ahead and break down these lists real quickly because they're about to get into it. We might even just outside of shots for this first round. Take it away.
I'll take the Resistance, of course. We've got Ray with Corsella, Rose and Finn. Pretty much usual hammer. Corsella is tricky, though. Allows you to go over the debris field and clear all the stress, including the one you just picked, because it's after execute maneuver. Just by doing a blue move, you can remove like 3 or 4 stress. Rose for the 3 mods. ZZ, the token stacking after attack or defend, but she is armed with Heroic, my favorite card, Proton Rockets and Advanced Optics. And we've got Tally, who also has Heroic, Proton Rockets, and Advanced Optics. It's a very nice, solid build there. And all ships can hit pretty hard with 5 dice attacks.
Get those bets in, guys. We're gonna, as soon as these chips move, we're going to close them. All right, next list.
Probably one of my favorite combinations, my personal bread and butter. We have Boba Fett rocking Lone Wolf, Maul, Proxy Mines, Contraband Cybernetics, Shield Upgrade, and Slave 1. His co-pilot, or his wingman, is Fen Rao rocking Fearless. And this is just a solid 2-ship scum list. Boba is an amazing ship. Fen Rao just hits like a truck. We're going to see blood. I am contractually obligated to always support Fen Rao and Boba. Doesn't matter what they're coming up against, I will always be rooting for them to win.
All right, well, here we go. We got some maneuvers here. We have ZZ Talo zooming in there with a 5 straight, taking up some space. And then Ray ready to take on some Boba Fett. Of course, ZZ would probably end up bumping Boba Fett. That takes away an action, but gives him a reroll. So a little bit of a trade there. Checking for target lock, it would seem. And took it on Boba. Boba does get the bump off of the bank, so he's going to take a couple of shots. That does look also like Tally is going to have a proton rocket off in this shot. Fen Rao, though, taking the flank. Look at that. Is he range 1? What do you guys think?
I think he's range 1 of Tally, probably range 2 of Ray.
He only needs to be range 1 of Tally. If he can take Tally off the board with a 5 dice primary attack, it's all he needs.
I think he actually wants to take off that focus. But no, he's choosing violence on Ray. He's focusing, boosting in the focus.
I mean, 95-point Ray. 95-point Ray is a lot of chunk there. If you can maim her now, that could lead to some better opportunities later.
Oh, and the question is, does Ray have that front arc shot?
She does. She sure does. Just barely. Here we go. 5 dice coming in from Fen. That is 2 hits, 1 crit. I believe he probably has Fearless, right?
Yes, he's got Fearless. They just checked that. And that is a crit on Ray this turn already.
He's not spending the focus.
Well, we don't know if he's going to spend. We don't know if he's going to spend the focus yet.
No, I don't think it's worth spending the focus here, but. That is a crit on Ray. So
we'll get the added blank from Finn. Spend the force, change it to an evade.
Yeah.
And that's going to be turned down to 3 damage, so only the shield's there.
Now we get to see some damage.
Yeah. Look, let's
Fen
see.
does not like being at range 2, though. I will be completely fair.
Yep, ZZ does have that back arc shot. 2 dice like the A-Wings do. This should only be 3 dice. There you go. Cam's got it. By the way, Cam and Matt, both guys that I've met in person, hung out quite a bit. Awesome people. Cam is out of Canada. Matt Cary, we had him on yesterday, out of the St. Louis area. Just great people and great X-Wing players. Tally, you see, has that proton rocket, slapping it down there.
Has a lock on Boba, I think? No? Only Ray has a lock on Boba.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
And that
that's
proton
not what
rocket
see,
is going to be 3 hits. Hit, crit.
Yeah.
Boba Fett does have 2 evade dice.
With a reroll. With a single reroll.
And we'll see the blank re-rolled here. Try it again. Why not? Blank to blank, though. 2 shields. I know you Boba Fett players always expect to get a result on the re-roll. Doesn't always happen, though. All right, here.
Never rely on it. It's just an added bonus.
All right, here we go. Rey, range 3. She has a lock set up already. The blank from Finn is already in the box. We'll get the first 3 rolled. Has 2 blanks there. He's going to spend the lock now on the 2 blanks. Oh, on everything. Okay.
Has no focus.
Yep. Ooh, not a great great result there. Didn't roll any natural hits. Might spend 1 force here. Nope, gotta go ahead and leave it. Save the force. Forces Boba to spend a mod here.
Might as well re-roll 1. Might as well re-roll 1, see if he gets it. And then spend the force.
He did, just note, he did spend the blank to reacquire the target lock.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have Boba taking a shot. It'll be interesting to see where that one goes. I'm guessing into Rey.
Yep, Boba Fett is up. We already have those shields down on Rey. Where's a choice? What do you want, Cam?
Does not have a reroll for Lone Wolf.
All right, here we go. Boba Fett, range 3 into Rey. As was just noted, only the Boba Fett reroll, no Lone Wolf, but doesn't even need it. Hit, crit. So
Come on, Boba.
Rey cannot avoid, actually no, Rey can avoid the crits. We have Tally using her ability to give her the additional dice. Total of 3 dice coming in. And triple blanks.
1 evade.
No
1
heroic.
evade if she wants it.
Yep, she will do that. Takes 2 crits. Rey is not happy about this opening engagement.
Go, Boba. And that's a fuel leak.
A fuel leak. Additional card there. So that's going to be, there you go, fuel leak. That's a crit. Council fire. That will trigger the fuel leak for an additional card. Rey is all the way down to 5 hull in this opening engagement. Almost, and and does get half points. Man, that's a big opening.
Boba Fett. Just, you've got to support Boba Fett.
Nobby's quiet right now. He's upset.
Wow. That feels bad. The 3 blank outs. Not often you get to roll 3 greens.
Yeah.
With Tally, the range, and having the 4th blank added in. And yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
I agree with Jackie, Nobby. Resistance is finally getting what they deserve. But no,
it's all that karma, right?
Yeah, you can't ask for a better engagement from the scum players here. Rey is the biggest problem that you have with this list. Boba can take on 2 A-Wings by himself. If he ends up trading Fenn for Rey, he is a very happy scum player. And getting, 6 damage for 2 shields on Boba is just a wonderful trade. We're probably going to see Boba drop the proximity mine, try to get Tally, is it Tally? ZZ get caught in that and try to get some damage there.
Yeah, I think. See, yeah,
Oh no, doesn't.
Already prepared the arc beforehand, so
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll see him boost though. There we go. The great time on target.
I'm curious to see how far out he's willing to take the A-Wings, though, because Rey could get stuck in a pocket here. She's fast, but you don't want to. I don't think you want to stretch the field too much with the A-Wings in the next coming turns. Got to keep Rey nearby.
The biggest question becomes, what's Fen doing? Fen is stressed, so he does have a 2 hard blue, so we may see the 2 hard blue into maybe a barrel roll back to try to get the shot.
I feel like that'd be a little bit greedy. I find that Fen is usually pretty effective with these big turrets, taking a turn off. You know, turn to the right, barrel roll, and wait, or maybe even take a target lock. This could be a great turn to get a lock set up. Then you bring him around town and punch him like a hammer again, like a GSP hammer.
It's actually really good.
Boba Fett gonna be blocked here by Tally. He's gonna be eating a range 1 shot from Rey. Rey gets another chance. Will she redeem herself? And there is a 2 turn away set. I want to see that lock. It's a great opportunity. Let's see what he chooses to do. Of course, he cannot reposition and lock on the same turn. Nope, he's going to take the lock. Yep, great opportunity to do that.
Looks like Boba may have... Yep, he has 3 rerolls this turn.
With the Lone Wolf as well, you know.
Here we go. We got 1 of each.
Do we see the focus spent here?
I think that was meant to be just spending focus, yep.
Yep.
Ooh, that... I'm not sure I agree with that, because that's Boba's only... wait. That is ZZ, so ZZ will get a focus back. Nope. Makes more sense.
All right, Boba will re-roll both of those. Remember, there's 2 hits live. And all right, he's gonna take 2 hit crit there. 2 shields down, only 1 shield left on the Mandalorian. All right, Rey is up, range 1. She might be able to push through the shields, get into the juicy hull. Range 1, 4 dice. That's a blank. We got hit crit. A better result than last time. Did set up the lock from the poor defensive roll that happened last time. Holding on to the focus. Blanks to blanks. She has only 1 force available. Spends the focus. 2 hits and a crit. Excuse me, 3 hits and a crit.
And reacquiring that target lock.
Yes, with the blank. And here's the defensive roll.
So he didn't put it down, so maybe he's forgotten about that.
Oh, probably.
Oh, that's not what you like to see.
And Boba Fett is going to be taking shield, hit, and a crit. The crit on the card there was...
Oh, weapons failure.
A weapons failure. So Boba Fett has become the... He is the A-Wing now. Only 2 dice. Only 2 dice.
Actually, still 3 because range 1.
He does get to re-roll all 3 of these. If he wants to, anyway.
Oh, right.
Spends the force. Hit, crit, crit.
All right, that's a pretty good roll, even with the... Whoa.
Heroic.
Do it again. And spends a focus to get no damage. Those are the type of rolls that trigger you. That is the heroic trigger moment right there. Where you go 1 point.
A console fire trigger for Rey.
Hey, best ship in the game, best card in the game.
All right,
we did miss a console fire for Rey. Thank you, chat.
Yeah,
I'll let him know.
Want to note, even Cam shouted heroic in the chat.
Here's the console fire trigger.
Yeah, it's a console fire.
Safe. Oh, by the way, Andrew Simmons, I see you in the chat right now. Your mail for me came in last night. Thank you for that. I got those stickers and those cards. Thank you.
I think we basically Bob is now down to 4.
Did Boba spend the Force twice?
So I'm looking at
Getting a
the trying to
report.
look at the log right now.
The first attack
Yep.
from ZZ.
No, it was Rey's attack for the defense. He got an eye. Yes, he did.
Yep.
Catch. That should be one extra one. Well, it didn't matter because ZZ not evaded
completely.
damage. Yeah. But yes, good catch. Oh, he could have used more to regain. I think he doesn't realize that he spent the force on defense. So it looks like they're just clarifying if the game stayed there, if Boba should be stressed because he could have potentially regen the force by taking when he took damage from Rey, but
So he spent it on the shot coming in from ZZ and from Rey.
Yeah, he spent on defense from Rey, but he could have taken stress to regain it using the Maul's ability and then used to shoot it.
But did he spend it on the attack?
Yeah, he did. He did spend the on attack for CZ, but just clarifying the game state with the players now. Which attack?
He just re-rolled both dice. He didn't spend.
Yeah, I think didn't he spend it for defense on Rey's attack? Thought he spent it on defense for Rey's attack, not ZZ. ZZ he rolled blank, focus, re-rolled into double blank. Then when Rey rolled,
Hang on, we've got dice logs. He rolled one crit, then he re-rolled the one that left the dice box into nothing, re-rolled again, got crit and eye, and then spent the force to change the eye to a hit.
Yep, I think the question is he spent the force on defense versus Rey's.
Yes, he did, and
Rey's
then he also spent.
I'm just gonna jump over there.
nothing-
I'm just gonna jump over there.
They continue playing it. Yeah.
All right, guys, hold on a second, because I don't think what I'm saying is getting through. So, on defense, did you spend the force versus Rey? That's really what matters.
Sorry. You're glitching out here. Can you hear him fine? Yeah, for me.
Is that any better?
That's better.
All right, cool. So we were looking at the dice logs, and when you attacked ZZ, you re-rolled both.
Yep.
You got an eyeball and spent
That's correct.
for a hit, but you also spent
That's
on
correct, yep.
You spent on defense against Rey.
Did I spend on defense versus Rey? Oh man. Oh, sorry. You are actually correct. Yep. I did
Okay.
spend Rey. Okay.
Cool. So you should
In
be
that
stressed,
case,
but
I will take stress, and I will change my number.
yeah,
Down.
no problem. I'm not sure if that changes anything for you, Matt, but
Yep.
He's got the stress
He's
token.
rolling it.
all right, cool. We're back.
Okay. So they are going with the stress.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. It looks like they're getting a chance to rechange the dials because that does affect how this turn will play out.
Absolutely. Because that limits the amount of choices, and there's a lot going on. I like to talk about it all the time. When you see players miss triggers or miss something like that, there are literally in a tournament, you will have made thousands of small decisions and realizations and triggers that happen in a tournament. It's absolutely crazy. Missing one is not rare, and this is just going like, oh, you're right, we did miss this. So. They move on, flipping the console fire.
Yeah, it is definitely super easy to miss triggers, even obvious ones that you would pick up every time. But
There's more at stake too. You're so much concentrated on what you're doing. And we get the bomb.
Yeah, Boba doesn't like to be consistently bumping.
All right, so takes the block there. Does lose his stress.
However, Ray's not getting a shot this turn. Ray will probably be getting a shot on Fen, unless he does something.
I would say that Fen's going to go to the outside and get a free shot.
I would like to see. I would like to see a boost. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no boost. Yeah, he'd stay out of the arc. Free shot.
Yep. And he gets further up and leaves his options more open for next turn.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. We're going into the engagement phase. Range 2 Fenrau going at Tally.
Come on, Fen.
Has a focus. Hit crit and a focus. Probably not getting shot. Going to go ahead and spend it. Hit crit. Tally only has a focus. We'll see the response.
Isn't it
Three dice?
Oh, Ray.
Is it at Ray? All right, he's taking the range 3 at Ray.
Hit crit. Is that Ray dead?
Takes a panic pilot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Should have 3 whole left. Yes. Not quite dead, though the double stress doesn't affect the ability to boost, of course, with the Ray Millennium's Falcon title. Corcella can pretty easily clear those double stress as well.
Taking the target lock on Fen.
And because of the title, she can still sleep next turn.
Yep, Ray did check her arc. She didn't have a shot on Fen. And here's ZZ. All right, Boba, Natty's out. We will have another shot, though, coming from Tally.
Boba does have 2 rerolls at the moment with Lone Wolf and 1 from the range 1. Oh, we'll probably end up needing both of them this turn. That is a range 2 bubble. Yep. Checking for the Lone Wolf reroll. Rerolling both. That is another crit. That is not what you want to see.
And that's panic.
Panic pilot. So a weapons failure, panic pilot, Boba Fett out there. Both of the big hitters on both sides have taken significant damage. Right now, 61-48. Matt Cary leading.
We just need to see Boba dealing some damage into one of the A-Wings this turn to even it out.
Hard when he's only got 2. He's only rolling 2 attack dice.
It is hard.
Here's Boba Fett with the pea shooter, 2 dice. Does have the rerolls available. Already used the force this turn. Crit into Tally.
Who needs the force? Blank focus.
And that's going to be a damage on the Tally. That's the first shield there.
Yep.
So just a quick note. Council Fire was cleared by Ray as her action this turn, for anybody who's wondering.
Do we remember which proton rocket used?
It was Tally.
Okay,
Tally did use the proton
has not
rocket.
Been flipped over.
Yeah, Tally has used her proton rocket. He hasn't flipped the charge, but it was Tally.
Yep.
Nick, can you go ahead and just flip it and tap it, or tap it first and then flip it? The proton charge on Tally's card. On the card, not on the ship, on the card.
On the card. The charge.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know if I'm...
It's just saying CZ moved up and did the rotate, so it was Tally that shot the proton rocket. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, Fen is going to need to put in a lot of work this coming turn. And Boba is at least 3 turns away from repairing that weapons failure, so he needs to disengage.
Well, the problem is that with the stress this turn, he can't boost, right? So disengage, you're probably getting shot still, and with only 3 hull left, that might be enough to take you out before you actually get an opportunity to clear that weapons failure.
I think we're going to see like Ray doing a sloop this turn and just go for the kill on Boba, and then leave the 2 A-wings to deal with Fen, which the best trade. I mean, and keep in mind too that Ray has a chance to stay alive because with Fen and the Force and the 2 dice attack from Boba, that she could actually just stay alive on 1 for Fen, because Fen has to go pretty hard and will not get that range 1 shot. Ray's pretty happy not to take the critical damage last turn, so it is definitely looking I think in the Resistance favour at the moment. But it's not like Panic Pilot nor the weapon failure. Both nasty crits.
Right. Boba Fett still does have Contraband Cybernetics as an option to get an action if he really feels he needs it. We might see Cam try to trade maybe Boba Fett for Ray.
Oh.
But that's not a great trade, of course. Boba Fett being 122 points compared to Ray's 95.
No sloop.
No, interesting.
Right. Going to be utilizing the back arc a little bit.
We're trying to catch some shots on Fen.
I think so. I think trying not to be too predictable.
What is Boba going to do? Because Boba could potentially get a shot on Ray for free.
He might have been. He might be banking on. Matthew might be banking on Cam trying to run away this turn. Just try to use that back arc as a weapon. You don't expect it for Ray. I think that the sloop is probably what was expected. This might just be one of those gambits where you take an opportunity to take a maneuver that would not be expected.
We are seeing Contraband being burned.
Here we go. Contraband, contraband, contraband. And there we go.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And he
oh, no. He's going for the trade. He did have the option to slave 1 out of that.
He did. He did have that option. And I think that's why he didn't do it right away.
He was thinking. You could see him really thinking about it. And the fact that he force a boost to get that 3 dice attack, he wants Ray off the board.
Yeah.
Because Fan can still have those A-wings.
He needs Ray off the board at this point. If it's just Fen versus Ray, then Fen gets into a lot of trouble.
All right, hit crit. That's the way to do it. I think you spend it. I think you spend it.
I think you need
She's
to.
Violence.
Yeah.
Ray could.
Because you could initiative kill.
No, she has the Force.
But I mean, it was possible before if she would have blanked out.
Direct. Damage
Nope.
hits, all right.
6, 7. She has 1 hull left. Now ZZ might be able to finish off Boba Fett first. I do like the move of shooting ZZ first. If you get a crit in here. Ooh, worst A-wing roll.
Top the Games really hate that blank focus. Ooh,
And Bobo will have re-rolls there.
He gets one reroll.
Got it.
That's what he needed.
Here's a range
Danger
one
Curtis.
shot from Ray.
Fen definitely has the power to take out those A-Wings by himself if need be.
Downtown from Tally.
All right, here we go. Hit crit.
No.
This is Tally going into Fen. Fen does not have any modifiers and will be taking a crit. Fenrir, of course, has no shields there. That is a wounded pilot. Possible stress after performing actions. And here is Ray. Ray, where are you going? Where's your shot? Are you going to try to take out Boba?
I think he needs to take out Boba.
Force. Boba needs 2 more to go through.
3.
Or is it 3 more? 3 more.
Because the whole upgrade. Hit, crit. And spending the lock. Or, sorry, moving the lock over there. Boba Fett is going to be able to avoid a damage.
Spend the force. Come on, Boba. Stunned pilot. That's fine. Oh, why did he take a stress? Oh, he's regaining the force. He's just saying, I'm...
Yes, yep.
So he now has 2 stress left.
He wants that focus modifier for the shot into Ray.
Yeah.
Trying to guarantee it. She has 1 hole left.
Just needs 1 more.
And that's why you bring a focus modifier.
Does potentially have Lone Wolf.
He's too close to Fen for Lone Wolf.
Yep.
And
Ray does not have a force.
Spend the force right here for 1, and looking for the natty, not getting it. Ray taken off the table.
No.
That is what the Scum player needed to do. Not lose Boba and still get Ray off the board. Boba is still in a very dangerous position, though.
Yeah, I do think the A-Wings have a lot of tools in order to battle Boba in this matchup.
Boba is moving after the A-Wings, though, so with that Slave 1 title, it does allow him to easily catch them most of the time.
I also have to agree that depending on how hard or fast the A-Wings fly, Boba can decide to disengage or follow. Yeah. Even though he's got the stress, we'll probably see a hard turn in here this turn, and he can turn a hard turn away too, and didn't just maybe take a pot shot, range 3, dice and 2 dice.
Having those A-Wings far apart, and you know that ZZ is going to have to turn, can only turn one way, so you roughly know where ZZ's going to be. And he's going.
It does not look like a hard one will fly off the board either. So, but...
all right. So the 3 bank from Tally towards the top of the board, spinning that arc to the front, takes the focus, and ZZ taking the 2 left turn, focus as well, and setting that arc in a position to get a shot.
Should be taking a stress there.
I think you boost in, choose violence, clear a stress. Fen's probably going to do it too hard into a boost. Yep. Repair. Yep, repair the wounded pilot.
All right, so the Boba Fett going towards the violence here. Can feel the aggression coming from Cam. That is range 1. ZZ is up first because Matt Cary is the first player. Range 1, 3 dice, has a focus. Is he willing to spend it?
Roll.
It is easy, so can
Yep.
spend it, regain
we've
another one.
We've seen Matt hold on to that focus by using the ability. Instead
Boba
of
just
taking the
needs to
evade.
get 2 paint.
Yep,
One,
2 dice.
2.
And it's range 1, which means there is a reroll for Boba Fett. Also has the Force available.
I think they're suffering a little bit of lag here. 1 evade does have the reroll. That's it.
That's what I needed.
No damage. My wife requests you cross out Ray. She is crossed out. Here we go. Next shot. Two hits and 2 evades.
Sure.
Enough. Remember, that was only 3 dice because of the weapons failure.
Yeah. In all honesty, if Boba can get rid of all of that stress and repair that weapons failure, he's in a very good spot. He's only 2 turns away from it now, and they are just going to keep hammering whatever A-Wing they can. Fen is not stressed this turn, so he can go fast and try to catch either of the A-Wings as well.
We have looks like a new player and a new person in the chat. How's it going, Zethma? So you are watching X-Wing, the X-Wing miniatures game played on Tabletop Simulator. This is a mod for Tabletop Simulator that has been developed by some awesome people in the community for the X-Wing tabletop miniatures game. It's about $20 for Tabletop Simulator, but most of the mods, the community-made ones at least, are free. This one is.
It is very regularly on sale for $10.
It's very true. All right, here we go. We got the boost in from Tally. Takes a stress to get the focus. I'm sorry, to boost after the focus. And Boba Fett clearing 1 stress closer. Now, one of the things interesting with Cam riding the edge of the board there, Boba Fett is choosing to still get shots. They're going to have 2 shots on the A-Wings, from the A-Wings on the Boba Fett.
The thing is, they're outside the range 1 bubble, so we might actually see damage on Boba.
This is dangerous. Boba has no rerolls this turn unless Fen decides to barrel roll.
Fen does not give him a reroll. It's only enemy ships. So no, Boba does not have.
No.
Yeah.
If he barrel rolls out, he could potentially get the lone wolf reroll.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I want to remind everybody, as we roll into this next engagement, we stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday here on Gold Squadron Podcast. Thank you to everybody who has been tuning in for those weekly shows. And Boba Fett taking the focus. It is time for engagement. It has range 2 to both of them. Here we go. Going into Tally.
Tally is wounded. Well, has lost 1 shield.
Needs 1. Oh, only gets 1 crit. Tally should be able to shrug that off, and does.
Yeah.
A-Wings are up next. Not having to spend that focus is absolutely massive with 2 shots going into Boba Fett. Probably goes with ZZ first. Yes. Range 2, back arc. That's going to be 2 hits with advanced optics. Uses the ability to get another focus token for defense. Boba is taking both of them.
Boba is dead.
And
Boba
that is
dead.
it.
Boba does still get to shoot.
Yes, because of they are at the same initiative. And Tally is taking the shot just in case she rolled any crits that could have mattered with the attack. So takes an additional damage on the way out. Not going to spend the force for defense. Doesn't matter. Has it for offense, though. No lone wolf. Fen is too close. Here we go. Going into Tally from downtown. And that's going to be 1 hit. Tally still has her focus and is fine. All right, so what do you guys think of this matchup now? We got Fen Rao versus 2 RZ2 A-Wings.
I mean, this. I would say this is actually quite exciting because this is what you need. You need 2 ships to deal with him. You'll be able to bait him and get a range 2 shot with one. And the beauty is he's still got a proton rocket in the tube. So he can also has a ship that he can possibly line up for a bomb. Depends on how the engagement goes. And he has a rear arc. So Fangs really do not like A-Wings with rear arc because they can get in range 1 and shoot you out the butt. And it turns off face-off. So I could see the resistances pulling this off. Points is now 122 to 95. So now it really is on Fen to get damage on to half point one of the A-Wings to balance out the scores a bit. It's going to be very, very tight.
If any ship can do it, though, it is Fen Rao. All Fen Rao needs is to get even if he takes the risk of getting that proton, he could potentially one-shot Tally off the board.
Agree. But I think we'll start seeing them moving fast and switching to the rear guns because that's how the A-Wings want the engagement to go. Looks like
Matt is set. Cam is set. All right. Tally looking for the block there.
And also switching to rear just in case he overshoots.
Mm-hmm.
He's quite happy, I think, taking the bump here and getting a free shot.
Yeah, the angle makes it so that most likely I mean, it's close. It's close whether or not he gets shot back.
Yeah, I think he gets a free shot. Range 2, yep.
All right, ZZ doesn't want to give up points for nothing. Let's find out what happens here. 3 dice. Nothing. Gets away with that one.
If you're rolling like that, unfortunately, you can't win games.
Keep in mind, if he had a focus, it would have been a good roll. I think we're no shots there.
Yeah, I think even if he had a focus, he probably would have kept it for defense just in case.
Also, Tally's ability would have been able to proc that turn, but I noticed that he didn't need to. I think we'll see Tally just do a bank left and just use the rear arc. ZZ is probably just going to be in some space, so if Fen decides to try and chase.
We'll probably end up seeing a 3 hard from Fen here. Just he's got to get one of these ships off the board.
I want to remind everybody we got 2 more matches. After this, you're watching the top 8. We still have the top 4 and the final. There's the 2 straight. Fen most likely to be in that arc if he does a straight or a bank maneuver. ZZ hitting the gas, forcing Fen to take shots at range 2 or range 3. Fen Rao trying to get aggressive. Right now sitting at range 2 of Tally through a debris cloud and range 3 from ZZ. Takes the barrel roll to the right. And the focus. Linked action might be out of range of ZZ now. Maybe only taking 1 through the cloud. We'll get the players to check the arcs here in a second. Fen, nope, that's going to be range 3 trading shots. One hit.
Focus. Can't afford to at this point.
Nope. Right now, you've got to lean in variance.
Pretty much guaranteed 2 hits.
That is a range 1 shot, but Fen is going to get an additional die using his ability. That still works.
That's
3.
And that'll be 1 hit. Fen should be able to shrug that off, no problem. this. Plenty. ZZ trying to do some work now from range 3. 2 dice. And that's going to be 2 hits after optics. And safe. Shout out to Jackie in the chat, who continuously is barraging me with the request to play marbles. We'll get to it. We'll get to it, maybe. I got to take care of these players, man.
Yeah, I think it's because she watched Boba die. She's a big fan of Boba.
I'm done.
I'm
done. Marbles, please.
One of my favorite ships is still on the board, so I'm happy.
We all can't have what we want.
So Resistance is winning. Switch to marbles quickly, please.
Yep.
I believe Fen can do a 3 straight and clear that stress and potentially get a really nice shot on ZZ.
ZZ is actually running out of board, so the A-Wings can only run for so long.
Yeah.
Tally, I think, is going to turn in.
This is what you need as a Fen player is he is splitting them up, which is good, but the Fangs are just as fast as the A-Wings. They have pretty much the exact same dial, bar the A-Wings having better blue maneuvers.
5 straight.
Yep.
They do have a 5 straight blue.
Yep, the Fangs can do a 5 white straight. So
3 hard. Gonna go ahead and take a
boost.
Focus and the boosts.
Yeah. I would love him to have taken a one hard.
Yep.
I love it. Does not clear the stress, but gets a range 1, 4 dice, Concordia face off turn with Fearless.
Yep. There's everything you need. You could definitely clear this ship right here. 5 dice, Fen Rao. Again, Fearless, for anybody who doesn't know, you're allowed to take a blank dice, or actually blank or Focus, and change it into a hit, and does it right there. That's 5. 3 hits, 2 crits. Tally sweating.
Tally is not very happy.
Tally is at range 2.
So
Tally's at range 2. You're right. It is dependent on the enemy's arc. They're going to go ahead and just double-check the reading of the card here. So it says, when you perform a primary attack, if the
attack is range 1 and you are in the defender's primary arc.
Oh, yes, it is. So it does trigger there.
So it still works. It still works.
Yes, it
and
still
that's
works.
A crit. That is a dead Tally.
Dead Tally. So right there, Matt got I think I'm going to call it a little bit greedy, bringing him in there, not seeing the risk of the 1 hard. Fen Rao, looking like the ace of Concord Dawn, refuses to go down. By the way, if you're not aware of that lore, Fen Rao is actually from Concord Dawn.
And this is why Fen is one of my favorite ships. He just deletes things.
Full turn there.
Yeah. And now ZZ needs to come in and try to attack Fen head on, because he is ahead on points.
Right.
Proton rocket time. I mean, that's what you're looking for, right?
I would like to see another proton rocket off, but
all right, ZZ's going to have to get aggressive here. Mind you, we still have 25 minutes, so there is going to be a little bit of cat and mouse here. And the thing is, when you can't run away an X-Wing forever. Like, there's always a spot where you have to choose to change directions. And if you guys just keep going in a circle, one of you is going to catch up to the other.
The thing is, it is very, very hard for ZZ to get a proton rocket shot off. Fen is not going to come into this engagement stressed. Fen will always have access to a barrel roll or a boost to try to get out of that bullseye arc.
Mm-hmm. It's just really dependent on the positioning of the board. Because if you can catch him between a couple of obstacles, that gives you an option. I think you have to corral him just a little bit.
I would like to see potentially a target lock coming up.
You also notice that he has left the arc at the rear.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's planning to go fast this turn. Because Fenrir can't do the one straight, only the one hards. So I think we'll probably see like a 3-rank boost by ZZ and just try to cause Fenrir to overshoot bump. Just needs one more. 1 damage on Fen. And ZZ should be very angry just to watch Tally die like that.
Tally, too aggressive, girl. Too aggressive. What are you doing? Because the problem.
Oh no!
Oh
No!
Fenrir's gonna probably get another range 1 shot.
No.
I think he's gonna barrel out. I think he'll be barreling out because. Oh, but then there's a debris cloud there too.
Yep.
I do like that ZZ move. That's a very nice ZZ move because even though he's taking the risk of going over the debris cloud the next turn, he has baited Fen to come in, expecting him to be somewhere. Yeah, but
Tally did deserve it. Tally did
went
deserve
it. Remember, Concordia face-off, win, Fen, defends is off. Taking the focus, this will be another 5-die shot. No Fearless as well on this this shot. Does have the focus, though. Here we go. And that can potentially be 5. I don't see why you don't. Do you spend it here? What would you do? Quickly.
I would spend it. You got 5 damage. You need 2.
You're getting half points anyway. No matter what, you're getting half points.
He's not going to spend it.
No.
And Natty's out there. Going to have to spend the focus. Get the focus back.
And this is where if he blanks out on defense, he's going to be behind now.
He does have 4 dice versus 3, so...
Optics for 2.
Optics for 2.
Remember, Fenrir gives him that additional die, and holding on to that focus does allow him to stay alive. You know one thing I do love, guys? I love watching the chat, and you can tell so much. Like the scum players and the resistance players in the chat, like them, they're not quite going back and forth with each other, but their statements. It's just, I find it really entertaining.
This is the thing. Nobby is a die-hard resistance player. He loves the A-Wings. I'm a die-hard scum player, and I love the Fang Fighters. The first time we actually met at Briz Vegas Comics, I was running 4 Fangs, and he was running his 5 A-Wing list.
No, it was Jess and 3 A-Wings. It was a knockoff of Poe and 3 A-Wings.
So...
But safe on the stress.
I think you just focus here and stay at that range.
Can't boost in, and if he boosts forward, I think he's going to lose a shot. Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with you. Just stay there behind the...
Or barrel roll, actually. Barrel roll backwards. Because Tally does not... ZZ does not have a focus this turn.
No, but when he shoots, he's going to get the focus.
I know, but not on defense.
Yep, he'll have the opportunity to push through the damage the first time. Did do the barrel roll to the right.
I think he might need to go backwards. I think he's going over that stress cloud next turn.
Range 2.
Range 2, unobstructed.
The dice got ZZ, come on.
Has a focus, and there you go. Got the trail mix, 1 of each. Gonna hold on to the focus for defense. Safe.
Yeah.
ZZ gets the focus back. This is range 2. Fen doesn't like that. No additional die, but again, does have the focus for defense. 2 dice coming in. All right, not bad, not bad. Worse A-wing roll. We've seen a few of those. Gonna be fine.
Yeah.
He's got it.
I personally would have liked to see Fen barrel roll to the middle or barrel roll back, just to be able to avoid that debris field next turn. He's stressed, which means he's going to be double stressed and not get that focus unless he takes someone hard.
Yeah, ZZ has a bit of options this turn.
Yeah.
I like how he.
Paul Heaver in the chat says, "I will pay $1 for Fen to roll a crit on the debris. I have no control over it, Paul, but if it happens, I guess you'll donate $1."
It will happen. It always happens.
All right, 3 banks,
the
easy
odds
going
critical.
into the corner. Takes a focus after clearing the stress. There's going through the debris. Here's the roll.
Drum roll.
Not today.
Not punished.
Not punish.
You heard the range 3 shot?
Yep.
And that's going to be 2 hits. Fen has no modifiers here on this range 3 shot. Could get the half points. Only needs 1 for it. Oh, got it. Got it just enough.
Fen loves it. Fen absolutely loves it.
This is an awesome game of cat and mouse.
This reminds me of Swin TFL, always rolling just enough of 8s. So close.
But yeah, this is my favorite way to play X-Wing. Just it's ace versus ace, one ship versus one ship. You can't beat it. It's forging its own narrative.
Not only that, every dice roll, the game is decided on every dice roll at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I would just love to see Fen Rao just take his time, go around the outside of the board. He doesn't need to force his way through. Doesn't need to chase. He has time on his side. Force is easy to come to you.
So some people were asking in the chat how many Nantex lists are left. From the top 8, there were only 2. 2 out of the 8. Here is a quick rundown since this turn we're probably not going to have shots. A quick rundown of what we have left. Right now, leading the boards, we have Drew Brody with 4 Kashyyyk Defender Ozatucks and AP5. Then Desmond Lau, who took out another Boba Fett last round, is playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Cartel Spacers with a mix of heavy laser cannon, auto blasters, and tractor beams. Nicholas God has a set of Nantax. Matt Cary we have here on the stream. Lockie out of Australia has Kylo, Von Reg, and Quick Draw. And then Daniel Leon has another set of Nantex. And rounding out that, we have Cam Murray and then Samuel Dameron, who we saw last round with the 5 Y-Wings for the Republic.
Yeah, we have an actor special in the top 8. So,
I would say he didn't use the heavy laser cannons though, because there's no ions in there for Desmond.
Okay. Interesting. And it looks like ZZ's finally gone, okay, I need to face you head on. I'm going to face you head on. She's rotated the turret to the front.
I also wonder if that's a little bit of mind games, rotating it to say, hey, I'm planning on turning in next turn. But then actually decide to step away.
Fen does the same thing he's going to do either way. I think he's going to do a 2 or 3 straight. If he needs to boost, he'll boost and then focus. If he needs to barrel roll, he will barrel roll. I think if you go any faster than a 3, you risk bumping. But yeah, this is the approach that Fen wants. And if ZZ turns away, she has to turn, she has to focus, she has to spend that action again to rotate to the rear. So
You can see his hand moving, processing all the thoughts where ZZ can go.
Yeah.
So it is
Looking at his
great.
options. There we
All
go.
right, here we go. We did get the turn in. It was not a fake out. Boost, focus boost. Has a stress already. Ready to face off. Probably willing to take the bump here. Yep. No prockets today. And we're going to get another reset of the joust. Literal, medieval motion to set up the joust. Turn the horses around. Do it again.
Yeah. If you're the Scum player, you know you're ahead on points. You know exactly what Fenn's worth, flying 2 ships. And I love this. Just get out, come back round for that front engagement.
Bring around to the other side of the asteroid field, I think.
Yep. Yeah, very heads-up play by both players.
The ZZ has to chase.
Now, as we're getting ready for our next round of movement, I also want to remind you guys that we still have 3 qualifying events coming up for the Galactic Championship Series. If you want to participate, Crate only has, I think it's something like 13 tickets left. If you want to participate in the first event, that's going to be legal with the LATS, HMP droid gunships, and also the Psi Shuttle. We have Ryloth, which is taking place during the Warsaw time zone in a couple weeks after Crate. And then we also have Mustafar, which is going to be our hyperspace qualifier. So if you want some hyperspace plus new content as well, go ahead, sign up for Mustafar. Tickets are available at goldsquadronpodcast.com. And after that, Coruscant happens. So if you want to see the full schedule of the events coming up, that's also on the website, goldsquadronpodcast.com. Tommy, yes, I haven't got to it yet. We'll get Mustafar added as a t-shirt. I know quite a few people want a Mustafar t-shirt. I just haven't had a chance to put it up there yet. Soon, TM.
We had an interesting play with Fenn, K turned before, now turning in.
Taking the time to see what ZZ was doing, I think.
ZZ choosing to dance through the asteroid field.
Mm-hmm.
I like this.
It has the focus there.
Focus. Ooh,
Is that range 1 already? I think it is.
It is.
It is. I mean, you could also potentially just barrel roll, still get the range 1 and avoid arc. Avoid the shot back.
Here we go. Not quite enough room for the bullseye for ZZ, but here we go. Fenn gets the answer first. 5 dice. Fearless will give him 4.
Yep. Don't spend the focus here. You don't need to.
And here's the defensive dice. Natties, baby. Does take a shield, though. Does take a shield. 1 away. Taking an additional focus there for ZZ. Fenrau, again, should be able to shrug this off. The Concord Dawn face-off ability is really, really good. Here we go. 3 dice. That's going to be 2 hits.
He needed 3. I think he needed 3 to have a chance to get damage through.
And he's fine. He's fine. That's 4 evades, ladies and gentlemen. Do it again.
I agree, Ratley. ZZ just should be burning by now.
No, ZZ. My ZZ.
No, I honestly think the correct decision there may have been to just barrel roll across, take the range 1 shot with no shot back. You can freely spend the focus if you wanted to stress out for it.
I will say this, if he did the barrel roll across, he's got to worry about that debris field. And then, again, another chance of hitting a crit.
No, I think the barrel roll would have placed him in a good enough spot to do a 1 or 2 hard without hitting that debris field.
Would maybe the barrel roll, maybe more of the problem would be he'd be more predictable. because if he's going to be in that spot where he has to turn in one direction, that gives Matt a lot of information. In his current position, with Concordia faced off and holding on to the focus, it was going to, outside of 3 hits, it was going to be really hard to do any damage to Fenn.
Absolutely. Well, he also had the Fearless Offense mod too, which meant 5 dice could really hurt without spending the mod. And now he's not stressed, so he's got all the options.
What's happening? We are having a remove. Yeah.
All right, here we go. We got the 2 bank for ZZ taking a focus, spinning it around, and the bump. Now, one thing that could make a big difference here is if Matt can find a turn to get a target lock. Like, I understand why he took the focus there. Like, that is the safe thing to do. But I feel like this could have been an opportunity to set up that lock, which you never know when you might need it. You get an opportunity for a big swing of damage.
Either Fenn was going to be bumping, or Fenn was going to not be shooting you. Would be a good chance to target lock. Said, because of advanced optics, sometimes taking the focus is consistently better.
It's true, but why not both? Why not have all the tools when you can have them? Sorry, the Spanish came out of me a little bit. All right, and here we go. ZZ keeping the arc to the back. Focus boost.
Barrel roll. No, just disengaging. Also correct.
Yep, Fenn says no thank you.
The 2 bank barrel roll would have put him potentially in range 1 in the side. But yeah, no, this is probably the correct play, is just forcing ZZ every time to waste time on the clock to come around and force that head-on engagement.
Keep in mind that it was a 50-50 chance which way ZZ was going to go. ZZ could have done it too hard the other way. So it just happened that he picked the other way.
Fast Walker, I think disengaging is not necessarily what he wants to do, because Fenn is only 1 point away from half. However, disengaging to come in and getting that Concordia face-off every time there is an engagement is definitely the way to approach this.
Yeah, and I know some people, like you said, Concordia face-off, I know that running away sounds like a good idea, but these Feng fighters, their best defense is being in your face. Like, that's really where they want to be, because they don't want to be taking range 2 and range 3 shots.
But chasing a wing and getting the rear arcs is not where you want to be, because Concordia does not protect you.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got his line straight up there to do a 5 straight this turn. Fenner out.
I think he was hoping for the turn in, though. Oh, no, 5 straight.
Cam is choosing violence. He could have gone, actually this got pointed out in the chat by Paul as well. He could have gone to that bottom right-hand corner to buy him some time, but he is going into it. This is going to be training range 1 shots here from the back arc. No Fearless, no Concordia face-off, but still gets 5 dice on this attack. Another big swing. 2 hits, 2 crits.
And that is a crit going through.
Yeah, could be it if we get a double damage. Let's find out what's in the box. It is a structural damage. ZZ does not like that. We got half on ZZ. She has a chance to possibly do something here. Spend the focus for 3. 4 dice because of Fenrao's ability. Here we go. Only 1 evade. He's going to be taking a damage. That's half points on Fenrao. Another flip here. 158 to 168. Cam is still ahead. ZZ has to kill Fen. That is the win condition right now for Matt. He's got to take him out. Cam's just got to stay alive.
Cam is rolling 5 dice. So, and ZZ's now only rolling 2. So he's at a point where he can initiative kill ZZ, and he can spend that focus freely. If he needs to. So...
The way you've been rolling 5 dice, I don't think you'll need to spend the focus. That'd be brutal.
Ben is stressed.
Yes, it is.
So
it is on
Fen's
the,
options here.
You can't quite see it under the wing because of the angle. Going towards that board edge, risky business, and Cam calls it. That's going to be another range 1 shot from Fenrau.
Yep, with the focus. And it... I would have been potentially tempted to take a target lock there.
And here we go, 5 dice. The hero of Concord Dawn delivering. Spend it for extra violence. There it is. The hero of Concord Dawn, Fenrau, is going to get the W here in the top 8. Congratulations, Cam, moving into the top 4.